Hi there, this is Brian Sebastian, Movie Reviews and More, the Worldwide TV Network, IT247, Women's Broadcast TV Network, and I've been waiting for this interview for a long time. Co-host Terry Marie, Nonstop Terry Marie, one of our social media influencers, is on. So the whole thing about this, Terry and I have been talking about the Restroom Kit and the Ellipto hand sanitizers going back to August 1st, 2018. But it goes back before that when we actually met them. Terry, you might have interviewed them at Celebrity Connected. I didn't find them until the end when I did my last walk around, and I found this beautiful Black couple. They were there. How did I miss them? What do you guys have? And then Bill just came up and they had a photographer there and said, "This is the Restroom Kit. People should have that." And from there you go. This is what our relationship developed. So without further ado, I'm going to have them introduce themselves because that's what I like to do. Tell us who you are and tell us how we met.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm Bill Massey. I'm the founder and CEO of Time Away LLC, makers of the Restroom Kit.
And I'm Sonia Massey, and I am his CMO and of the Restroom Kit. And we met you when we came out to California for Celebrity Connect, and you was walking around. You had passed our little area there a couple of times, and I was wondering who you were because you didn't have on any kind of credentials or anything like that. And I guess you was just scoping us out, and you came back before the event was over, and you introduced yourself, and we've been friends ever since.
Yes, yeah.
Well, the thing about that is this is Terry's domain at that point. She's the best as far as I consider. She's the best when it comes to interviewing all these people. So I don't think she got you.
I did. I got to meet them at the end of the day.
Yeah, because what happens is I've had 10 people there and not all of us saw the exact same persons. Interesting. But you know, her job is, and what she's really good at on the red carpet, she gets everybody. So a lot of times they'll come back and tell me later, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go and walk around. Terry, what did you see? And you know, I'll ask Brett or Victoria, what did you guys see? Who's good? Is there anybody that we can utilize and that we can help? And that's what led to everything.
Yeah, because some products stick out, some don't. But yours definitely did, and it's even more needed now than ever. So, you know, I'm appreciative that you guys are around there and offering this. So, I mean, I'm sure things are probably really busy for you at this time. First thing that we noticed, you know, when this all started was the issue of toilet paper being gone. That was the first thing that went. So, kind of tell me what's been going on as far as your business and with all this craziness.
Well, as you said, we met long before the coronavirus came about. So we always had this situation when you go into a bathroom, you don't have no toilet paper, or you don't have any soap. And we just ran into that problem when we was going out with our kids a little while ago. So at some point in time, we got together and said, look, we can do something about this. So we ended up developing the Restroom Kit. So we developed the Restroom Kit simply because we wanted to make sure that you had everything you needed when you went into a restroom. So the Restroom Kit came with a patented oversized toilet seat cover, the 3 feet of 3-ply toilet paper, hand and tissue wipe, and it's self-contained. So you didn't have to worry about any germs or bacteria penetrating this kit. So that's more prevalent now than anything else because it's nice and it's personal. You don't have to worry about anybody else's germs and bacteria being on this kit. So we like it for that reason. And now business picked up simply because of that. People are traveling. And even with the essential workers right now, they are out, but they still have to share public restrooms. And when you use public restrooms, they're unlidded. The toilets are unlidded. So you flush the toilet, the germs and bacteria are spread everywhere, and they land. And now in this environment, the coronavirus lasts so long on particular materials or particular surfaces. So when you go in there and you have your own personal kit, you don't have to worry about those things. You know it's fresh, you know it's clean, you know it's sanitary. So just for that reason alone, in this environment that we're in right now, our business has just picked up enormously.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing they were saying is the virus lives on metal. So if you're flushing that toilet, you're
dispersing
germs. So I mean, it's really scary. So people are more aware before. Surprisingly, that people weren't, but you know, it's in the back of your mind every day on what you touch.
Yeah, with us, it's not a thing that we want to sell fear. because we don't want anybody to be fearful, but we want you to be knowledgeable.
Exactly.
So, and that's our whole essence, because we have groups of people now that don't take this situation seriously, and then 2 weeks later, somebody that they know has passed from this virus. You know, so again, knowledge is king.
Yeah,
you know?
I think just to add to that, the way that the media has spread more fear than education kind of bothers me. So I wish that people would look at more as an educational tool than to scare people, because people are afraid to leave their house. And eventually the economy has got to get going again, because people are suffering, they're losing jobs. And I mean, we just can't keep going this way. And the virus is not going away tomorrow. It's just not. So we have to learn how to be smart and protect ourselves.
Exactly.
So carrying products like the restroom kit, wearing your mask, those are all preventative measures.
Exactly.
So.
And the other thing I would like to say is that people don't realize with the restroom kit, a lot of people say, why should they buy our product, or why should they use our product when they have that in the restroom already? But what they don't understand is the things in the restroom, as Bill was saying, is already contaminated, because if the toilet does not have a lid on it and you're flushing it, those germs and bacteria is going 20 feet in the air. So it's getting on everything in there. But with the restroom kit, you're taking it in the restroom with you, and being that it's already sealed, you're cracking the seal on that kit to use it. Because then some people will say, well, I can just take my own toilet paper, or I can take my own seat cover and put it inside of my purse or my pocket. But remember, if you're walking around, it's germs and bacteria inside of your purse and your backpack and things like that, because you're not washing your hands and you're putting your hands inside of those things. So it's living in there also.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? You mentioned that the people that are running around wearing gloves and then they're touching their face. So they're not realizing if you're going to wear those gloves, you need to be disinfecting the gloves. Otherwise, they're useless. So again, it's really about education with this stuff.
Well, it also goes into, here's the thing. I've taken this to 15 states with me. I've been to the Hoover Dam, Vegas. I wiped down my, Terry's seen my Lumo, my Segway Lumo. I love taking it with me. It's like a badge of honor, because your commercials are funny. Talk about being on the Steve Harvey show and the commercials that you guys do.
Oh yeah, we did Thunderdome and we won actually $10,000. They voted that our product was better than the person that we was competing against. And from that, we was able to do a GoDaddy commercial. So we did a GoDaddy commercial promoting the restroom kit and their website. And when we did the Thunderdome, we told Steve Harvey, 3 feet of toilet paper, if that wasn't enough, you're gonna have to go see your doctor, because that's a true thing. We give you enough product inside of the restroom kit where you'll be able to use that. And, if you don't need all of the toilet paper, you can use some of the toilet paper to wipe off the seat before you put your seat cover down on there. Or you have your tush wipe. The tush wipe is good to make you feel fresh and clean when you get done. If there's no, if you don't have any paper towels, you can use the hand wipes to wipe your hands, because people don't realize that when they go into a restroom, if it's not factory sealed soap, then that soap is germ infested, because you're refilling the soap. And when you refill that soap, you are putting the germs into whatever's in the air is going into that container as far as the soap. So we like to say, when you carry the restroom kit, you're carrying peace, because it's a portable essentials allowing a cleaner experience.
Yeah. So recently, I know you asked about what we've done so far. We was just recently in Yahoo Finance. We donated kits to some of the first responders, some of the police officers, for the care units. We just recently we're always getting requests for kits. So we just recently got a request for, what's the name of the hospital?
The kits, we sent them to a Presbyterian hospital in Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah.
So we sent them for the nurses.
Yeah, so we constantly get requests, and media, just continues to follow us, and we appreciate everything. But in a sense, we just want to make sure that we continue to educate people with our platform, and just hopefully we touch enough people that we can make a difference in their life, just by doing something as simple as providing them with fresh, clean toiletries when they go into a public restroom.
And I also like to, I'm a big component right now of supporting American companies and American businesses. So we all need to be, you know, supporting each other at this point. And
Definitely.
Hey,
So,
Bill, talk about you came from the military, obviously. Talk about that, but also talk about where did the idea of this come from?
Okay. Yeah, I was in the military, and you know what? When you're in the field in the military, it is sometimes you have to be really raw when you're
creative.
very, very creative when you're in the military. Back then, when I was in the military, they only gave you some few brown sheets of paper in your C rations. When I was in, I know they call it MREs now, whatever the case may be. So you had to get somewhat creative. So this idea also came from just that experience of being in the field. You can't take a roll of toilet paper with you, and you still want to be as sanitary as you can because you're walking around with your fellow soldiers. So this idea was spawned from that also. Again, dealing with my kids when they were younger, we go into a bathroom. We live in Washington, D.C. area. We at the monuments and we at the restaurants, and all of a sudden you go into a restroom and it's missing some of the things you need. It's missing the toilet paper, you're missing soap. And even worse than that, sometimes you find a loose roll of toilet paper and it's on the floor. You got to pick it up off the floor to use it. And I think everybody has experienced that, you know, and at that time, I just didn't want to have that situation with my daughter, you know. So again, coming home, trying to think of a better way, and not to overstock yourself, but have just enough. You know, you're going to be going for 3 or 4 hours. You take what you need with you, and this thing came in just handy. You know, just came in handy after we developed it. It took us about 2 years to go through the development to make sure that we got everything we needed in the kit. So the essential things came with it, and we were just perfect. We were satisfied with it. We just started developing it in 2015 and been rolling ever since.
And it's good for if you have elderly people in your life also, because you know the elderly, they need the protection as well when they go into these restrooms, especially if they can't sturdy themselves.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's a thousand things about this, and see, you guys give us a platform to talk about. I know we're getting a little grimy, but we want to educate everyone, because I know women are just famous from squatting, and again, we don't clean our whole systems out by squatting. You know, it was this new product, the squatty potty, even to the point that you want to raise your knees so you can clean your whole cycle out. So just dealing with this is dealing with your health also. So, you know, get low on the toilet, sit down on it, clean your whole system out. And I don't know if you're familiar with the term, the Poseidon's kiss. That means when you flush or when you sit down and the water splashes up on you. That's the reason we put the tissue wipe in there. So we want to make sure you clean your system out, but at the same time, you can sanitize yourself. So we put the wipe in there just for that reason.
Will you be putting masks in maybe, and then talk about when you gave kits to Puerto Rico?
Okay. Masks, we don't have in them at this particular time, but check this out. We just put these on our website. These are hand sanitizer. There's a mist hand sanitizer and a gel hand sanitizer. So we have updated our site to make sure that we put the hand sanitizers on our site. So you can purchase these with the kits on our website, the restroomkit.com. So we just put these up a couple of days ago. We also
with Puerto Rico, what we ended up doing was we sent kits down with one of the Natalie was her name, right?
Natalie Byrne, right?
We sent kits with Natalie Burns because she was going down to Puerto Rico when they had the hurricane down there.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make sure that the residents of Puerto Rico had what they needed to help them out at that time. So we sent a couple of cases down to Puerto Rico.
Yeah. It's not only Puerto Rico, we sent cases to kit when they had hurricanes in Texas, Louisiana, New Orleans. So we do it constantly. It's not one of those things that we've done it once or twice, even like we said with the first responders in our area. You know, we know we have to give back to the community, and this is our way to give back to the community. And it's something that everyone has appreciated thus far. So we're going to continue to do it as we grow. We could be able to do more. for our community.
Yeah, we'll be definitely spreading the words about the hand sanitizers because everybody needs to be carrying those around. I mean, I was a big component of carrying hand sanitizers from because I'm a gym rat, and I just always am constantly, making sure that my hands are clean when touching, equipment. So, but now it's, even just going to the market, you need it. So
Yes, definitely.
Terry, tell them what you do. I'm most proud of her because Terry, when we went to Tennessee to do our shows, those first 2 shows that we did are at 1.6 million views when we talked about the Lipto hand sanitizer and the restroom kit. That was August 4th of 2018. The numbers still go up from 1,000 to 7,000 views a day.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
I was most proud when we put that stuff together because Terry's there. So she's won her Katerina Kazayas and Victoria Plummer. And you probably saw the other 2 girls there at the same time. They're social media influencers now. So I couldn't have done it without the help of these women. So Sonia, that's one reason why I admire you.
Well, thank you, Brian. I appreciate it.
Terry, tell them what you do and what you plan on doing.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm a fitness competitor. And then obviously I'm hosting with Brian. And then I'm also, I work in the medical field. I sell medical software. So it's kind of interesting to see what's going on with the hospitals and the physicians. I mean, a lot of the doctors I work with are frustrated because their surgeries have been canceled.
Yeah.
So I have doctors that deal with skin cancer and they can't, see their patients right now. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that are just completely nuts right now.
Yeah.
As far as healthcare, because they're trying to keep the hospitals, one, if you've got any conditions, they don't want to expose you to the disease.
Right.
So that's kind of crazy. But then my fitness side, I was going to be doing a show, and hopefully I will have my trainer on here one of the next shows that me and Brian do. But that obviously is not happening. That I started training for that show that was going to be in May. So I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen in the world of sports with all this too, with the spectators and the fitness shows, and
Yes.
everything is just so kind of up in the air. But I don't know. And then I don't know what's going to happen with the gifting suites either, because,
I have an idea. I came up with one today. I'll let you guys know.
So anyway,
I've already figured it out today. I got it.
Okay.
So, I mean, I really enjoy being able to do,
And the restroom kit is included in it. So you guys will be good.
Yes.
There you go.
Well, I was going to ask you, Brian, what was going to happen with that? Because, how are the celebrities going to be exposed to all these wonderful products? And
because of you, Terry, and Katerina and Victoria, how many numbers do we have? 4.5 million views counting, remember?
Yep.
No one else has it.
Yeah. Well, people are still going to shop and still need to buy things.
Yeah.
That's true. And we want to appreciate y'all for always, every time we see the pictures that you tag us in when you're out there with the celebrities and you're introducing the restroom kit to the various celebrities. We really do appreciate that because it means a lot to keep spreading the word about the restroom kit, because right now that's what we want to do. I mean, everybody, we're in a new normal, really. I don't think anybody's going to go back to the way they used to be when they're out in public and things like that. Even when you're out and you're using restrooms, everything, these are common areas, shared areas that people are going to be using. So their sense of awareness is heightened now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I said, this is not going away tomorrow, unfortunately. So.
No.
Well, and like I said, this is going to go on until the end of next March, because I've already been talking to a lot of the CEOs and what's been canceled. So my personal goal when it comes to the kit is that it would end up in every hospital, camping grounds, arenas, hotels, and on the cruise ships. Until this day, I'm still working on them. And I tell Terry this all the time, and I don't care if people get tired of me telling me. I started working on this October 3rd of 2018. That's the first email I sent out regarding this stuff. So I keep telling these people, you have nothing to lose except for your life. So you better keep this and a hand sanitizer and a mask, because we all need it no matter what.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So Brian, while you holding that up, I'm let you guys know that we're coming out with a pink kit.
Oh, I love it.
So we have.
I actually like it too. It looks pretty cool.
So we're coming out and we're going to add a sanitary napkin to it, a panty liner to it. Okay, so it'll be the same kit, pink, special for the ladies. Mm-hmm. And we're going to be putting this out really soon, hopefully by no later than the end of July. sometime this summer. So we'll be putting this out. It'll be on the website. And look, we just trying to do all we can to make sure we take care of when you're traveling. So we believe, like you believe, that this should be a product that every company should at least give their employees an option to have. You know, you have a case on hand. If they want to use them, you have them there. You know, show them that you care just a little bit more, especially with our situation is right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think when the gyms open up, that's going to be really important to have that at gyms.
Yeah, because gyms that's an area where, you know, everybody is sweating and everybody is in close quarters and you're all using the same equipment. So yeah, you always want to be sure that you stay sanitary in that situation.
Well, again, that's why I carry the hand sanitizers when I go to the gym, because they have those stands where you can push to get the sanitizer, but you're still touching the thing. So you're getting, you know, sorry, my phone. You're hitting that, and then you're still picking up germs. It's the same thing too. People wash their hands and they open the bathroom door, and then they're picking up germs.
And then they go eat a burger.
Well, here's the other thing, Terry. I don't know if you noticed, they can personalize the hand sanitizers too, right?
Okay.
Definitely, yeah. All we need is a nice size order. We can get that done for you.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, well, we into doing a lot of things. Again, Time Away is our company overall. So I didn't explain that to you. We are a product development company, and the Restroom Kit happens to be our flagship product. So we help others develop and get their products to market also. But this is our baby. We love doing and dealing with the Restroom Kit. We think it's important to educate everybody. So it's one of those things that we continue to push, because we just think that this is the product that can save you from unwanted circumstances.
Remind me where you guys are located.
We're in Clinton, Maryland. We're right outside of Washington, D.C. Between Virginia and D.C. We're right in the middle.
Well, in our area, and we're not too far from Baltimore either. So in our area, it's always some type of activity going on when we are on normal terms. So we can be in Baltimore in less than 45 seconds. We can be in 45 minutes. We can be in New York in 4 hours. So it's always somewhere for us to go. So we up and down the Beltway a lot. And again, you find yourself in that public restroom that 300 people or 3,000 people have used that day. So
you know what? I didn't even think about that number.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Brian, where I was using the Restroom Kit is a lot if I was to go to a concert or an outdoor event where they have the porta potties. Those are the worst. So that's I always have them if I would go to that type of an event. So I don't know when those type of events are going to be up and running again, but it would be nice if they were available when you walk into those, you know, porta potty areas instead of that dirty sink thing they got there.
You're right there. Yeah. Yeah.
I think they'll probably have the outdoor concerts come back before they do the indoor concerts, because you have more space out there. So it would be a situation where you probably will be using the porta potty more than you would inside of an arena.
Yep. I mean,
can you talk about, before we go, can you talk about your commercials? How did you put those funny commercials together? Terry, if you've never seen the commercials, they're hilarious.
Okay, I have to check those out.
So a lot of the commercials, we have a gentleman that we as we would tell our people that come to us, is we use Fiverr a lot, you know, to make, and we have this young dude, his name is Mike, and I can't remember Mike's last name, but he's put together some very good commercials for us. And then we've done some things ourselves that we just take our time and go through some intense conversation. And then we come up with some things ourselves. But just when we met at the time, the CEO of Google, or GoDaddy, when we met him, he said, look, the thing you have to do is make sure you keep your thing funny. Similar to what Mike did with the Dollar Shave Club. So he had brought that up. He said, do what Mike did, keep it funny as you can. And that's what we try to do. We try to keep it funny. Sometimes it's hard too, because we're so serious. I'm very serious about what we do, because I don't want anybody to go through anything that they could probably just prevent it by just being a little bit more careful about it. But we try to keep it lighthearted as we can, and we try to find people who can see our vision as far as keeping it lighthearted, and it's worked out for us thus far.
Very good.
One last time, and then Terry, give yours too.
What was that?
I said I want them to give their website one last time, and then give yours also.
Our website is therestroomkit.com. And you can also find us on all the social media handles as far as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. We are the Restroom Kit on all of those social media outlets. And YouTube. We have a Restroom Kit YouTube channel.
And Terry?
Oh, my website is terrymarieofficial.com. And then my handle on Instagram is Terry Marie Nonstop and Terry Marie Nonstop on YouTube.
And the interesting thing is Terry's in Redondo Beach, Manhattan,
South Bay,
all of
California.
that whole surrounding area. There was always a lot of bars there, so that was interesting to hang out with her one night down there to meet all her friends.
Hermosa Beach is, yeah, it's a fun town to live in. I mean, everybody here is going crazy because they have the beaches closed.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, I mean, I don't know if it makes any sense because everybody now is just running in the street, and they, because one side of the street opened and then the beach side closed, and it's just, I don't know, it's not very well done. That's another day.
All right. Yeah. I want to thank you guys for coming on. And again, please go on to restroomkit.com and look at everything. Don't be afraid to reach out to them. And please support Terry Marie too, because she makes me laugh. And
okay. Well, I'm just doing some fitness videos this weekend. I decided because I've been doing a lot more HIIT training and a lot at home training. So I've learned how to kind of change my workouts. I'm kind of going to share what I've been doing with people. So.
Wow. Well, we'll be a part of that.
Okay.
Right. I want to thank you guys, and we're going to see you next week. But again, don't forget to go on the Restroom Kit and order that kit because it will save your life. See you guys.
All right. Thanks, Brian.